Hello, welcome to day 4. This is Fightmaster Yoga, 30 days of Hatha Yoga happiness. I'm Lesley Fightmaster. Today, our theme is give it away. So yesterday we talked about clearing away the clutter and starting to go through those things that you don't need anymore. Now you've got a bunch of stuff that you can give away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So you can give it to charity, you can give it to your friends. You know what's a really neat thing to do is get something that you know someone would just really love. You might still love it as well, but you know this person would really love it. Give it to them. And just notice how that makes you feel. So we're gonna move on our mat today. So grab 2 blocks and a strap, get a blanket or a pillow to sit on. Let's roll out our mats, put on something comfy, and get started. So start in our crossed-legged seated position, sitting up on a blanket or a pillow if you like, and close your eyes. Let's come into our Ujjayi pranayama. So as you're settling in, just notice the sitting bones connecting down. Feel that groundedness of the body into the earth. And then feel yourself lifting away from that connection so that you're feeling grounded, you're feeling connected, but then you're feeling light as well. And if you're not feeling so grounded or connected today, take your one or both hands and just take the fingertips onto the floor. And let's bring our hands together in front of the heart. Take a moment to set an intention of your choice today. So all intentions are always welcome. Just make this practice personal for you. So take a moment and see what comes up. And let's release the hands. And softly blink open your eyes, and we'll come into child's pose. So making your way into child's pose, bring the arms in front for this one. And rest your head down on the mat. If it's not comfortable to rest your head down on the mat, you can always grab one of your blocks and rest your head there. A nice little modification. So take the knees about as wide as the hips, maybe a little bit wider if that feels good. But have a little space for your belly to kind of hang down. And continuing your Ujjayi breathing. Some nice long, smooth breaths. So in your mind, we'll inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 5. Inhale to the count of 5. Exhale to the count of 6. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. One more if you can. Inhale 8. Exhale 9. Now continue a nice steady Ujjayi breath with your inhales and exhales equal in length. Inhale and reach the arms forward. Exhale, walk the hands to the right, shift your hips off to the left gently. Inhale, walk your hands through center. Exhale, sweep the hands to the low back, interlacing the fingers or hooking the thumbs. And next exhale, start to reach the arms up to stretch the shoulders. And then release, extend the arms in front again, inhale. Exhale, walk the hands to the left, hips over to the right. And then inhale the hands to center. Exhale again, sweep to the low back, interlace the other pinky or the other thumb on top. Take a breath in, exhale, and start to lift the arms, stretching shoulders. And then release, unclasp the hands, reach forward. Stretch the arms nice and long so wrists and elbows are off the mat. Spread your fingers wide and come up onto the knees. Start to spin your triceps back, your outer arms, and then spin your inner arms, your biceps forward. Tuck your toes under and stretch back into down dog. And then for this one, just move any way you like. So I usually like to bicycle my legs, but sometimes I might move my hips a little from side to side. I like this first down dog of the day to be fluid so that I can kind of see how my body's feeling, work out any areas that might need special attention, etc. So continue your breathing, press into the base of the fingers, lift up through the forearms, make sure the arms are shoulders distance apart and the feet are hips width, starting to settle into the down dog for a couple breaths. Firm the legs, outer edges of the feet are parallel. Your heels are right behind your second toes. Take another long breath in. And then exhale it out, bend the knees and walk or hop your feet all the way up to the hands. Take an inhale. Come halfway up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and fold. Press down through your feet. Rise up on your inhale for Utthita Hasta in Tadasana. And then exhale, bring the hands down. We'll come into Tadasana at the front of the mat. Either take your feet together or hips width, but make sure the outer edges of the feet are parallel and press evenly through the feet. Firm the legs, inner thighs will spin back as your buns drop down. Lift your chest, nice good posture, long spine. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms out, around and up, palms face each other. Pause at the top, let your shoulders relax, little ribs in. And then exhale, bring the arms back down. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in, sweep the arms out, around and up, look up. Exhale the arms down. Then we're gonna add a forward fold here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold again. So bend the knees here as needed. If the legs are straight, though, just shift your weight a little toward the balls of the feet. And then press down through the feet with a long spine. Inhale and sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring them back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinge from the hips. Keep that spine nice and long. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press firmly through the feet. Legs are active. Inhale the arms all the way out, around and up. And exhale, bring the hands down. And Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway up. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, come into plank pose. Knees down for this one, or not, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra, peel the chest up, pull the hands toward the feet. And exhale to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stretch back, get nice and long. Remember, if your hamstrings are tight, put a little bend in the knees, but keep stretching back so you can get the length through the spine. When we're in down dog, it's like our spine is in traction, so it's really good to create space and get the pressure off the vertebra. Take one more breath in. Exhale it all out, bend the knees, look up, step or float your feet. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, rise up with a long spine. Inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, inhale the arms. Exhale, fold. Keep the belly pulled in, inhale halfway up. Exhale to plank and lower chaturanga. Knees can be up or down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Remember, arms shoulder distance, feet hips width. Draw the belly in and up, especially at the bottom of the exhale. Let your head hang so ears and arms are in line. Take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, look up, step or float feet to hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, Samastitihi. One more time. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step to plank and lower or hop back right into chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet. Exhale, down dog. So remember, child's pose is always an option. You can take the knees down, rest at any time. Keep stretching back. Draw in through the belly, firm the legs. And just gaze between the knees or the feet. Keep one steady gazing point. And one more breath in. Exhale it all out. Bend the knees, look up, step or float feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. From here, we'll bend the knees, coming into Utkatasana chair pose. Reaching up through the arms first. Sit back into the heels. Drop the tailbone down. Then sweep the hands to the low back. Interlace the fingers or hook the thumbs. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, have your belly touch your thighs if you can, and then start to straighten the legs as you fold and reach the arms up. So bend the knees as much as you need to. If you can straighten them, shift the weight toward the balls of the feet. Then take the hands to the low back again. Begin to bend the knees, belly to thighs, and reach back to Utkatasana, back to chair pose. And weight is in the heels. Lift the belly. And once again, swim the arms back, interlace other pinky or thumb on top. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, belly to thighs, and then straighten the legs any amount. Draw in through the lower belly, firm the legs if they're straight. And then start to re-bend those knees again, bellies touching thighs if possible. Then inhale. Arms by the ears, Utkatasana chair pose. This time exhale, fold, take the hands toward the floor. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to chaturanga, step or float back. Inhale, press up. Exhale, back. As you inhale, let's lift the right leg up. And then exhale, step it up by your right hand and spin your back heel down, lining up heel to heel. As you inhale, come into warrior one just for a breath. Pull the right hip back. And then exhale, lower right back down through chaturanga. Then inhaling up. Exhale back. Lift the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it by the left hand, spin the back heel down, lining heel to heel, and inhale, warrior one. Pull the left hip back. Exhale again, chaturanga. Remember, you can skip the chaturanga, go right to down dog. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Breathing here. Inhales and exhales equal in length. Feel free to take the knees down to rest. Take one more long breath in. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, look up, step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees to Utkatasana, chair pose, reaching up. And exhale to Samastitihi. So that was Surya Namaskar B. I did do a little extra leg lift to bring the foot forward because it makes it a little easier. But this time we're going to do one more Surya B without the leg lift. So every movement has a breath. Try and keep up the best you can. If you don't have it today, don't worry, we'll do it again. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knees to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or float chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, stretch back. So inhale, I'll spin the left heel down first, then step the right foot up for warrior one. Just one breath all the way up. And then exhale, lower right back down. Keep the elbows in and the belly lifted. Inhaling up. Exhale back. One inhale, the right heel comes down, the left foot steps up by the left hand. Warrior one, line up heel to heel. Exhale. One long breath moves you through chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Breathing here. Slow down the breath a little if it got away from you. Remember, you can always take the knees down. Firming the legs. Belly pulls in. Take one more round of breath. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, look up, hips high, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees into Utkatasana, reach up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Let's turn toward the long side of the mat. And turn your right leg all the way out. And your back toes in a little bit, line up heel to arch. Inhale, arms to a T. And hinging from the front hip crease, reach out as far as you can, get really, really long, and to have that right hand come down, stretch the left arm up toward the ceiling. You could always use a block here as well for that right hand. Press into the base of the big toe of your right foot, and try to lean your torso over your front leg, lengthening from your right hip crease through your right armpit. And then inhale, sweep the left arm forward. Exhale, let it swing down, take it behind your back, resting at the low back, or you might be able to reach around and hook it onto the thigh. Rolling the top shoulder back. Stay here, or option to pick up the bottom hand, interlace your fingers behind your back here, and stretch those knuckles back for 3 breaths. Look up toward the ceiling unless it bothers your neck. 2. And release the hand. And look down. Inhale. Come on up. Take your feet to parallel. We'll do the other side. Turn the left leg all the way out. Back toes in a little. You're going to hinge from this front hip crease. Reach as far forward as you can. Get lots and lots of length. And then take the hand down. If you do have a block, you can always use it. I like the pinky toe side of the foot for the block because it helps to keep my torso right over my front leg. So imagine that you've got a wall behind you and your front hip's touching the wall and your shoulder is touching the wall, the bottom shoulder, maybe even the top shoulder. But this other hip doesn't touch, doesn't need to. Keep pressing into the base of the big toe of your left foot. And then, as you inhale, reach your right arm in line with your ear. Exhale, sweep it down. And let it rest at the low back, or if it can reach, grab your thigh, rolling that shoulder back. So I'm still trying to create length from the left hip crease through the left armpit. Now you're welcome to stay right here, or pick up that left hand, take it behind you, interlace other pinky or thumb on top, and stretching those knuckles back for 3, and 2, and 1. Take the top arm up, look down at the front foot. Inhale, come up, take your feet to parallel. Bring your block this time. Turn your right leg out, back toes in again for warrior 2. So line up heel to arch, the right knee's over the middle toes. Press into the front heel. Then this time we'll drop the left arm reverse. Exhale, bend the front knee a little more. And inhale, straighten it out. Take an exhale here. As you come up, inhale, triangle pose. If you like a shorter stance, you can walk it in a little. Hinge from the front, hip crease, reach out and down. So this time from triangle pose, we're gonna move into Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. So you're welcome to stay right here in triangle pose if half moon's a little too much today. Otherwise, take your left hand to your hip, look down at the floor. Bend the knee, pick up the block, take the block 6 to 12 inches in front of you, float the back leg up. If you're pretty steady here, you can extend the arm up, maybe even shift the gaze up. Maybe not. Keep pressing into the base of the big toe of your front foot. Now, to come out of this, we're gonna slowly make our way back into triangle pose. So look down to the floor, slide the block back as you slowly take your back foot down, landing right in triangle. Fancy, huh? And then look down at the front foot, inhale, and come up. Switch, turn your left leg out, back toes in slightly, line up heel to arch, inhale, arms up, exhale, warrior 2 first. So make sure you're long enough so that your knee's over your ankle. And gaze over the fingertips. Lift the chest, let your shoulder blades relax. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend your front knee a little more. And now straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Love this one. Inhale, come on up. Shorten the stance a little if you like. Hinge from the front hip crease, reach out and down for triangle pose. Trikonasana, Uttita Trikonasana. Uttita means extended, that's the full name. Now remember, you're welcome to stay right here in triangle pose, or you can come into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana if you like. If you're gonna come into half moon, take your top hand to your hip, look down at the foot. Try to keep the outer edge of your foot parallel with the outer edge of your mat. Bend the front knee, pick up the block, 6 to 12 inches in front. Make sure it's on the pinky toe side of your foot. Otherwise, it's really hard to balance. When you lift your back leg, lift it so the heel and the hip are about in the same line. If you're steady, add the arm. Maybe add your gaze looking up. Take just a couple breaths here. And then remember, we're gonna slowly make our way back down into triangle pose. So looking down, and take this hand back to the hip if you like, slide your block back, and take the foot down, straightening the leg for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take it just a breath here. And then looking down, inhale, come on up. Let's take the feet to parallel, and step or hop together, and to the front of the mat. Let's find Tadasana here. Close your eyes and just take a couple long breaths. And just notice the way your body feels. And notice the difference from when you started your practice. And reconnect with the intention that you set for today. Let's release the hands and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, look up, lengthen. As you exhale, step to plank this time. And then lower, knees up or down, come all the way down to your belly. And bring your arms alongside of your body. So imagine you're holding a block between your inner thighs. Lift your belly away from the floor, but press your pubic bone down gently to lengthen your buns towards your heels. Then inhale, lift everything up for Shalabhasana. Breathing here, lift the shoulder heads, widen the collarbones. Keep the back of the neck long, so instead of looking up, keep it nice and long. 3, 2, and 1. Release and rest. We're going to do that again. This time, let's take the arms in line with the ears and stretch them forward. Inhale, lift everything up. So again, pull your belly away from the floor, pubic bone gently down, tailbone reaching to heels. You can stay with this or swim the arms back, bend the knees, reach for the little toe sides of the feet, lift up and press the feet back. 3 breaths. 2. Take 1 more breath and lower down and rest. One more. So again, you can stay with Shalabhasana or Dhanurasana, your choice. Make sure your knees are no wider than your hips if you're taking, well, either one of them, but especially Dhanurasana. As you're ready, pick it up. So pressing the feet up, pressing them back. Pull the belly in for 3. Inner thighs spinning up for 2. 1 more breath. And release it. And then take your hands by your rib cage and make your way back into a child's pose. Take the hips all the way back to the heels. Rest your head on the mat or on your hands. And breathe here. Take a couple really long breaths. And then coming up, I'm going to shift your hips off to one side so you can extend your legs in front for Paschimottanasana. So first Dandasana, sitting up tall, pull the toes back, and inhale, arms reach. Hinge from the hips, exhale, reach for whatever you can grab. Pull your chest forward as you inhale and extend on your exhale. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Gaze toward the feet or the legs. And then inhale the head up and exhale to release. I'm going to take the legs wide, so I'm going to turn this way. You don't have to turn to the long side, but I will because I'll run out of room otherwise. Toes and knees will point up toward the ceiling. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right leg. Open the chest. Inhale, reach left arm up. You can stay right here or exhale, reach it over. Maybe you'll even find that foot over there. So I'm trying to open up my chest. So if I'm rounded down, then it's better to stay here. So stretching the side body. For long, smooth breaths. Again, 1 more round of breath. And then inhale, come on up. Bring your left hands to the inside of the left leg and then start to turn your torso, reach your right arm up. So you're welcome to stay right here. And this is better than trying to round forward or anything. So we want to keep this nice side body stretching, or you can reach for the foot. But I'm still trying to turn my belly up toward the ceiling. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Keep breathing. Take another round of breath. And then inhale to come up. Sit up nice and tall with your hands behind you. You might feel a really good stretch here, and then if you do, you can stay. If you want to deepen it, bring the hands in front. Pull the chest forward as you inhale. Come forward to the long spine. So we're not going to round the back to get down there, but more hinging from the hips and keeping the spine long. Any amount, doesn't matter how deep you get. I like to just rest my head on my hands and breathe. It's a little awkward. This is a good thing you can do if you want to work this stretch. If you're watching television, you can just hang out like this. Super easy. And then let's make our way back up. You've probably had it, right? Let's come on up. Bring the legs together and roll yourself onto your back. Take your right ankle just past the left knee. Flex the right ankle, bring your hands through, hold on to the shin or behind the thigh. Thread the needle pose. They're winding down. Make sure you're still focusing on your breath, keeping the inhales and exhales equal. So we're going to keep the legs in the same shape. Bring your arms to a T. Drop both legs to the left. Try to keep them in the same shape if you can. Look over the right shoulder. If it's just not a good twist for you, you're welcome to change it. Otherwise, we'll just keep it like it was. I like it. It feels good for me, but it might not feel good for everybody. And then come on back to center. And we'll switch, taking the left ankle just past the right knee. Flex that ankle. Bring your hands through to hold the right leg behind the thigh or on the shin. Draw this left hip a little bit forward. And breathe. Always coming back to the breath. And then keeping the legs in the same shape, bring your arms to a T. Let your legs go off to the right, looking over the left shoulder. And again, if you want to change the position of the legs for your twist, that's fine. Just allow with every exhale, allow your body to just relax a little bit more. And then we'll come back to center and make our way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Take a few moments to get really comfortable. Most important pose of the practice. Let your feet just flop open, your arms by your sides. Draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Close your eyes and just come into natural breathing, quiet mind and quiet body. Shavasana. Right where you are, take a longer breath in and let it go. Start to Make some movements on your fingers and toes, on your hands and your feet. And stretch out through your arms and your legs. And then bending the knees, roll off to your right side. And pause here a moment, just coming back to the intention again that you set for your practice. And then slowly bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position for our quote. Today's quote is from Winston Churchill. He said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." So give it away, whatever you don't need, and even something that you still love. Let's bring our hands together. Hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. Let's send out some positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm so glad you are here and you're taking care of yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and push the like button. If you can afford to support Fightmaster Yoga with a donation of any amount, we are so grateful. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.